Good day. This is the Advent reading for December 7th, called Here I Am. Today's reading is from Genesis 22, 1 to 2, Genesis 22, 6, and 22, 11 to 14. God tested Abraham's faith. God said to him, "Abraham," and he answered, "Here I am, Lord." Then God said, "Take your only son, Isaac, the son you love, and go to the land of Moriah. Kill him there and offer him as a whole burnt offering on one of the mountains I will tell you about." Abraham took the wood for the sacrifice and gave it to his son to carry, but he himself took the knife and the fire. So he and his son went on together, but the angel of the Lord called to him from heaven and said, "Abraham, Abraham!" And Abraham answered, "Yes." The angel said, "Don't kill your son or hurt him in any way. Now I can see that you trust God and that you have not kept your only son from me." Then Abraham looked up and he saw a male sheep called a ram caught in the bushes by its horns. So Abraham went and took the sheep and killed it. He offered it as a whole burnt offering to God, and his son was saved. So Abraham named that place, "The Lord Provides." Even today people say, "On the mountain of the Lord it will be provided." Do you see this? See the sheep and his horns? Long ago, people built altars, just stacks of wooden sticks, and laid lambs on the altar as a sacrifice, as a love gift to God. But over time, the people forgot about the one real God's love. They made up fake gods and said that their angry gods didn't want a lamb as a gift on the altar, but demanded children instead. Can you imagine? For years, people hoped that there was a real God somewhere who would come and tell them to stop sacrificing their children. It's really sad, eh? One day, the one real God came and called, "Abraham." And Abraham said, "Here I am." And God said, "You know that very own son of yours, whom you love with your whole huge soft heart. Come sacrifice him as a present to me on an altar on a mountain I will show you." Abraham nodded a slow yes. Lay his very own miraculous child down on an altar, kill him as a sacrifice, a present to God. Abraham didn't argue, he didn't complain, he didn't get upset. The only thing Abraham said to God was, "Here I am." When you say those three words, "Here I am," it's another way of saying another three words. It's another way of saying, "I love you." And Abraham could feel God's love all around him. He could feel it just like air. God's love was everywhere. Abraham trusted God. Trusted that God's love would be like air and fill his lungs, would fill his hurting places. That it would keep his whole huge soft heart beating brave. He trusted that God would provide another way, if he would just obey. Is that a ram caught in the thicket? Whoa. Early the next morning, Abraham called Isaac, and together they followed God up a mountain. In Abraham's hand was a knife. On Isaac's back was the wood. "But Dad," Isaac said, turning, "where's the lamb for the sacrifice, for the love gift?" Abraham breathed in deep, filling his lungs. And when he exhaled what he believed, he said, "God will provide us with the lamb for the sacrifice." The present. Worry is always belief gone wrong, because you don't believe that God will get it right. Peace is belief that exhales, because you believe that God's love is everywhere, like air. Abraham stacked the wood. He made an altar. Can you make a big breath? There you go. He made an altar, a place for a gift. Abraham laid his own miraculous child down on the altar, and then his fingers gripped tighter on the knife, because it was time to obey God, and he thought this whole huge soft heart might break. But he took a big deep breath. He lifted the knife, the sharp edge over his child, and what happened? No, he didn't cut him. "Abraham! Abraham!" The real one God interrupted everything. See, look, there's the altar with the wood. As Abraham exhaled relief, "Here I am," he said to God. He said what he always said to God. He said those three words just as if he were saying another three words to God. What were the other three words again? I love you. "Stop," God said. "You were willing to give me your own love gift, your only son. But the one real God hoped to show the world that he wanted all his miraculous children to be living presents to him, to be sacrifices, living gifts. The one real God wanted all his children to say every day to him, to people in need, those 3 words. What are the 3 words? Yeah, here I am, which is another way of saying, I love you. And see, look, there's the wood on the altar and the ram that's in the reeds. See, he's caught in the bushes so that he could use them. And there in the thicket, a ram bleated. Abraham picked it up, just like picking up a present, and he laid the ram on the altar. Everywhere, God provides presents. Just like many years later, God's own miraculous Son would carry a wooden cross up a hill to be our very own lamb. What's God's Son's name?
Jesus.
Jesus. The most miraculous present to the whole world. The whole world is breathing in air everywhere right now. Breathing in the love of God. Big breath. And have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Bye.